St. Pictures, have I got a story for you over a cup of coffee? All right. So, last week, maybe a week or two ago, one or the other, I was talking to Scotch and Things Steve. He knows about his Striders. He's a bit of a Strider expert. And I was looking at a Strider online. It didn't quite look right. It had this, it said Strider on one side, like a regular Strider would, but it didn't say Buck. And on the other side it said Boss Seat Treat, or BOS, with the Boss Seat Treat logo and all that stuff. And I can't remember what kind of steel it said it was. And I was like, does this look legit to you? And he was like, no, man, that's fake. And, it was really cool of him to be able to give me that information. And we got on the topic of Bucks. And I told him I was a real big fan of Buck. And I've been talking to him about Striders for about a year. And he was like, hey, I got something for you. What's your address? And I was like, I dropped my address. And you ain't going to believe this shit. I ain't believing it yet. I don't even know if I've woken up yet. But he sent me a Buck Strider. Made in the USA. 0889B01B. Birthday. 11/20/2014. SBF. Military. It's really cool, man. So it's a 2014 knife. It's about a decade old. And I think that's awesome. Let's look at it. So it comes in a buck pouch. Some of you are going to know what's going on already because most Striders didn't come with a buck pouch. Is that coming in on camera?
Yep.
Beautiful ironwood scales. So Courtney put it back like it was disassembled, and Courtney put it back together. And nice thick blade stock. It also comes with 2 blades.
And that one was in the handles when I got it.
Yeah, the serrated. And she said it performs a little bit better with the serrated blade in it.
Yeah, the liner lock seems to not need as much force to get past that, even though they seem by eye to be the same size blade. So I'm not real sure why it's easier with the other one than this one, but
right. I don't know, man. I'm not having any problems with this one. I wasn't here when this blade was in the handle, but it operates about as smooth as Allen Striders that I've had the pleasure of borrowing. Regardless, dude, this is a really cool gift, and when I realized it was Ironwood, I knew it wasn't normal, but Courtney did some homework and she was looking at it, and it turns out, from the best of our ability
to find some information on them.
Looks like in 2006 they ordered enough stuff to make 1,000 of them.
And they had advertised, like, even started putting on the blades, like, number 200, whatever, out of 1,000. But they only got 300 and something of those made out of that first 1,000 batch that they were supposed to make.
Right.
And then they quit production.
Oh. Yeah, they quit production. And in 2014 they continued production. But they weren't serialized.
Yeah.
So this is a 2014 model. So like it was later on, but I didn't have the serial number, but they were finishing up with that Ironwood run. And so the Ironwood version doesn't have a pocket clip. It does have the jimping on the back like a regular Strider.
It doesn't have any body screws, and the washers are a pain in the ass to get in there. Just saying.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put this box behind it because that leather may be. But I like that. I love that wood, So I had to contact Steve and I was like, hey man, did you know about the Ironwood thing? And he was like, no, I don't really keep up with Bucks. He said, I do like Striders, but I've never really kept up with the Bucks. And I was like, this is one of the rare ones. Like, it's probably one of the most highly sought after Buck Striders that they ever made. Like, do you want it back? And he was like, no, dude, keep it. We'll figure something out in the future. And, like, you know, I didn't mind sending it back to him because I thought I was going to be getting, he told me it was going to be in pieces and I'd have fun putting it back together. And so I figured we were going to be missing parts and stuff like that. But that wasn't the case at all. Like, it was a perfectly functioning knife, you know, after Courtney put the pivot screw back in there, right?
I messed up my nails.
Oh.
They hurt.
But I love this knife, man. I think one of the, like, I'm going to have to get Alan to hold it, but I believe it's thicker in hand. Like, it feels like it feels up the hand a little bit better than the frame locks.
And it's
like,
about 5.1 ounces. It's got a little bit of weight to it.
Yeah, and I can't remember what the SNGs, it feels like a SNG, you know?
It does.
Let's see. I remember that SNG was about the same size as PM2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it'll be about the same size as a regular SNG, which is cool with me. I like my size knife, man. We'll have to figure out something to send Steve. I'm not sure if I've got anything that will, you know, make his day, but he's definitely made my day, you know, and I very much appreciate it. You know, like finding out that it wasn't a busted up knife that we were gonna have to, like, and even at that would have been cool. Like, yeah. You know, like if he would have sent up something that was like, you know, that needed some serious track down, you know, like that would have given me a project for a little while, and I would have been super grateful for that. But when he, you know, the knife that he did send, when I pulled it out of the box,
I was like, it's just got two.
I hope all that translates well.
I'm sure it will.
It usually does, but the Ironwood's so dark that,
yeah.
Like, whenever I was looking at the pictures she was sending me, while I was going down the road, the pictures were, you know, like, we're on a phone, and like the phone was on the windshield of a Peterbilt, so like it just looked like black. I was like, where are the body screws? But this thing feels really good in hand, like it does, and it's crazy because, like, I've been shopping for serrated blades for camping because
right.
They do come in very handy. So, like, it's really cool that I can just.
It's a little more aggressive of a serration than this one too. I think that we used this last time. Like,
oh my God, you still ain't.
Yes, I have. It won't come off.
It won't come off. All right.
It's like freaking tree sap or something.
I'll clean it.
Well, you do it.
I'll clean it. If you won't clean it right, I'll do it.
Whatever.
Anyway, yeah, I like having the serrations around for camping, and, you know, like cutting on wood and stuff like that. The serrations really strip really great. But man, I'm just thank you. If you don't watch Scotch and Things, you know, like, go over and check his channel out. You may be pleasantly surprised. He's got a very eclectic collection. You know, good friends with Satu Dave. They've got similar taste.
Yeah, I finally realized who Steve is when he talks about Steve. Like, I didn't realize Scotch and Things' name was Steve until I got the package in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a few Steves in the community. Scotch and Things Steve's the only one I think I talked to, and anyway, man, Steve, you made my day, brother. I appreciate it, and I will find you something that I think you might like, and we'll get it in the mail to you. But
along with your Hinder,
yeah,
pivot collar.
I was trying to convince Courtney
that it's supposed to go in this other one. I was like, there's
hey,
no
man,
way, because there's no way to screw it in then.
I was like, there's not going to be any extra parts there. Like, you're going to have to figure out where that goes. And she goes, it don't go anywhere. And I was like, well, then leave it alone until I get home.
I'll figure out where it goes.
I'll figure out where it goes. It looks like it's the same size as that thumb stud.
Yeah, I know. I knew it wasn't going there.
It probably goes inside. It probably goes inside these two pieces.
No, because then this would not screw in. That's what I was trying to get through to your thick head.
It probably makes it smoother when you got it together right. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Not subscribed. You can consider subscribing if you want to. Definitely go check out Steve's channel. The link will be below. And we will catch you on the flip side.